The reason I said everything would change on Monday is I wasn't sure. I didn't know, but I knew it would. And that has been sort of my life. I receive information and I know what's going on and I know how to direct things in a way. And that's sometimes really uncomfortable for me. But what has happened, our world has changed. And you've seen that. We're all seeing, we're looking at everything that's happening in the world and we're wondering, why is this happening? Why is so much going on? And I did a channeling session yesterday and it explained it all. So I'd love for you to listen to it. I've listened to it 3 times. I did it the first time after I did the session. I listened to it, went for my walk and I listened to it, which is always enjoyable for me. Then I had a call with my brothers a couple hours yesterday, and I listened to it with them because I needed to explain it to them as well. And then I listened to it again because then when I go back the 3rd time, I get even more. And what it was talking about is exactly what I'm here to do, what my program is, what the work is, and what's happening in the world. We're creating something new. And the way that we do that is by each of us deciding to own who we are, become our authentic selves, and bring to the world the gifts that we have. And every single person has one. You can't say that you don't have it. You just may not have been willing to look at it, to own it, develop it, or do whatever. And I did that. I was not going to tell people, oh, I can do all of these different things. No, you have to now. The change that is happening in the world is going to require you to own who you are, to become this empowered person, to become prosperous, become happy. And those are the people that I want to work with. And as I said, this is what, and again, I want people to watch the session because you'll get so much more from it. It will make sense. And again, it was done yesterday. And some of the things that were said, I'm sure you will see are occurring in the world. When I got up and I saw that Putin in Russia had made things worse, and now everybody is a bit more freaked out because we could have a nuclear war. I wrote about that last week as well. I said we don't have to have a nuclear war or civil war if we do what we came to do, and that's including me. And I know that I have something that can cause people to become who they're meant to be, live extraordinary lives, and then that changes our world. Because then we won't have all the anger that's going on. We won't have the fighting. We won't have people starving to death. We won't have people that don't have everything that they need. That's the world that we're going to create. And I was a person who was given an opportunity to bring that about. We all were. Every single person has something that they're meant to bring to the world that is going to cause their lives to be better, and then the world. I mean, it makes no sense, but this is true. But it's like, no, if you were to become happy, successful, prosperous, have love in your life, you would change the world. Collectively, that's what we would do. I'm not the only person saying this, and I'm sure some of you have heard this in other places, and it's just that I have a particular way of going about it, and my way is working with my coaching and my program, because there we have to look at every single thing that you've thought about yourself that was something that was less than you could be, where you said, I am not enough, where you said, I don't have anything, or I can't do this, I'm not capable, whatever it is, because I've lived all of that. And it's never true. And I've seen it with all of my clients, so I know it's not true. But the fact is, I was holding back a bit because I thought, oh, people aren't going to understand how I know this, and then they're going to judge me if I tell them how. I can't do that anymore. The fact is, yes, I'm intuitive. I channel information. I've been doing it for a long time, and it tells me what is happening and how I can be most helpful. But beyond that, it is about me working with people to cause you to become extraordinarily successful and happy. And I know I can do that because I've already done it. It's not something that I'm guessing, because I have already done it with so many people for years. I mean, it started in 1990. So I know that I can do that. But now it's become more important. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to work with those people who want to succeed. And I don't care what it is that you're doing. Some people just want to do work on their voice and develop all of that. That's great. If that's what you came to the earth to do, then that's what needs to come through now. Some of you have had horrible relationships that you have not been able to figure out. You will figure it out. And once you do, you might even start a business where you're helping other people heal their relationships and find the love of their life. Many people have done that. Because whatever you move through in your life, you've got some experience and some knowledge and some wisdom that you can monetize it. And you'll hear that in the recording as well. They said, bank it. That's exactly what it is and what we're all meant to do now. But anyway, I want you to watch it. And as I said, I'm going to leave my structure, the pricing, till probably noon tomorrow in my time. But then after that, what I'm going to start doing is raising the monthly subscription, because I have some very clear directives that I want to do, and I need to support myself to do it. Now, my first idea was if I could keep the rate really reasonable, a bunch of people would come in and I would be okay, because it's really fun working with more people who are in the groups. Because when we do the weekly group calls, we're moving through things so quickly. And so that's what I want. I want more people to do that. But if that doesn't happen, then, and by just raising the rates, if that doesn't happen, then I'll just take it away. And then I still will work with them, but then I'll just work with individuals, people who just really want to work on just who they are, invest in themselves, whatever it is, because I have to finish this work. I have to put it down because I have so much of it. And it is about you uncovering every restriction, limitation, false belief that you've had about yourself so you can be the happiest, most successful, prosperous person in the world. That's it. And you have to hold that idea because everybody has it. If you don't live it, it means you just didn't try. All right. See you soon.